We are back with game number 2 of our doubleheader here on senior night. Live at the Henry J. Fury Complex here at Gateway High School in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. We have ourselves a dandy tonight in 5A. It's the McKeesport Tigers taking on your Gateway Gators here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. As you saw there, McKeesport 6-8 on the season, 3-2 in section play. The Gators 11-4, unblemished, 5-0 in section play. They'll look to wipe the bitter taste out of their mouth after a blowout loss at the hands of top-ranked Penn Hills, 74-44 in a matchup of section leaders. Gators in the white jerseys, McKeesport in the red and blue. We're underway. The Tigers have it to start, and it's an and one right off the bat. And my goodness, you can hear this crowd is fully into it, as that is Travis Rowe with a bucket and a chance to get 3 the old-fashioned way. He'll head to the line just 5 seconds into this one, and that's going to be a foul against number 1 for the Gators, Jaden Carr. Free throw, lips out, no good. And so Rowe knocks down the bucket but can't get the free throw to go. So it's Caleb Pryor. Led the Gators with 10 points in the rout loss against Penn Hills. Gators have a 2-game cushion over 3 teams in the section. They'll look to keep that as the best case tonight, as Pryor gonna let the floater go. That's off the mark. Quickly in transition come the Tigers. Corner 3, that one's up. No good, off the mark, but the offensive rebound. And the Tigers will slow it down, if even just for a moment. Drive inside, that one lips out. A good look there by Shane McGraw, but rebounded by MJ Stevenson and the Gators. Stevenson inside, oh my goodness. With authority, he says no. Coming over and swatting that one away is Javante Belton. Pass in, almost turned over. Carr gets it to the corner. Pryor thought about it, now he'll step back. 3, that one just a bit short. Offensive rebound, 2 Gators collide, it pops loose. And here come the Tigers, up 2. Gators took the first game in this 2-game series between these rivals, 74-65 on the road on January 3rd. Tigers looking for payback. Gonna try to do it here on senior night in the Gators' home here at the Henry J. Fury Complex. Floater, no good. But again, another rebound, but it looked like the Tigers stepped on the line. Or rather, the Gators had touched it last when touching the line, so possession will stay with the Tigers. Inside, quick move, it's Rowe once again. He's got the first 4 points of this game. And all 4 go to the Tigers. Pryor with the quick move. Leaves it off for Carr. No Tally Thompson for the Gators, out 2 to 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. And that loses some of their size inside. The 6'2" slash player. Nice bank shot off of the glass there. And Caleb Pryor opens the scoring for the Gators. Quick the other way though. Transition bucket for Javante Belton. And Coach Alvis Rogers giving his team an earful. That'll be a timeout. Just 2 minutes and 14 seconds into this one. Great crowd on hand here tonight in Monroeville, Pennsylvania for 2 teams, not separated by a whole lot of distance. No Tally Thompson. Dallas Harper also in street clothes for the Gators tonight, as they'll be down a few men against the McKeesport Tigers team, hungry to pull the upset. So far, so good for them. Up 4. So we said these 2 teams met January 3rd. Gators won by 9. Gators ranked number 3 in 5A behind Penn Hills, as we talked about, in North Hills. Peters Township and Mars round out the top 5 in 5A. Thank you all for joining us here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. For Lee Schaefer Jr., Lee Schaefer III, our leader Adam Gusky, camera operator Ali Gusky, I'm Vince Russo. We should have a great matchup tonight as that ball trickles out of bounds, but will stay with the Gators, that we said are going right to left across your screen in the home white uniforms with gold and black trim, gold numerals. Tigers in the red and blue with white numerals. Corner three, Pryor, money. Knocks that one down. He's got all 5 for the Gators, pulls them back within 1. Gators playing it straight man-to-man here. That's going to be a bump and a foul against Pryor. That'll be his first second team foul against the Gators. Caden Holtzman drew the foul. McKeesport goes quick. They'll get a corner three and another offensive rebound. Tigers hitting the boards hard. Looks like a little contact up toward the eye area. Now a shot once again. Another three off the mark, but another offensive rebound. Now trying to clear space and missing everything there. And a foul afterwards. So Javante Belton, missed the shot, then commits the foul. That's the first team foul against the Tigers at the 4:44 mark here in the first quarter. Lazy pass there and nearly a 2-on-1 the other way. Is reading that one very well was the freshman, Lamont Perkins. Perkins with some size as well at 6'3" as a freshman. Again, almost intercepted by Perkins. Carr, a little hesitation. Now he spins. The nice move with the floater, just a little off the mark. And the Tigers have the size advantage. Get the rebound, come back the other way. Nice hesitation there. Now it's Pryor. Pryor absorbs the contact. He pulls it back, picks up his dribble. They'll get a corner three opportunity, and Carr knocks it down. Jaden Carr, the senior guard. And the Gators out in front for the first time tonight here at home on senior night. Size mismatch there. They'll get it. A kick out. Again, 3-ball off the mark. Tigers shooting it at will, but not knocking it down. And then a beautiful pass. Pryor threaded the needle, but Leonard Sherrod, who had just checked into the game, or rather starting tonight, is one of the seniors here on senior night, as we had talked about. Common for coaches, including Alvis Rogers, to trot all the seniors out. Couldn't come up with it, so he's going to take a seat, and in his stead will come Alec Dunsmore. Dunsmore, 6'2" junior, brings a little size for the Gators, who try to speed their opponents up. They'll switch to the zone now. 1-2-2. Gators tried to do that against Penn Hills, but Penn Hills, not only did they have the size, but they were just so incredibly athletic, led by Damar Kelly, the Division I recruit. They just weren't able to speed up Penn Hills. The Tigers stagnant on offense, but they're going to chalk up the three. The lack of movement didn't matter as Caden Holtzman knocks down the triple. And that'll put McKeesport back in front. Carr has an open look just inside the three-point line. That's no good. And again, another strong rebound there by Belton, and the Tigers will get another look from three. Same spot, different result. That one doesn't go. Good board by Trey Williams, freshly in the game for the Gators. Good defense there. Carr had that one stripped away, but last touched by the Tigers on the strip, so it'll stay with the Gators. Vito Campolo now in for the Gators. Dunsmore underneath. That one's knocked away. Rejection. Another good block by Belton. Here come the Tigers the other way in transition. Looked like it might have been a walk. They'll get away with it, and they'll get a look from 3. That one lips in and out. Here comes MJ Stevenson in transition. He's going to take it himself. Got knocked away. The Gators still have it. Good look there, but can't get it to fall. That one just off the mark for Dunsmore. Now 2-on-1 the other way. A nice finish for Shane McGraw. McGraw has speed. He's had a couple good looks. A couple bunnies have lipped out on him. He gets that one to fall, and the lead is 3 for McKeesport. Foul bails out Jaden Carr, who got his shot denied there, raced to Traverse Row. So that'll send Carr to the line. First free throw attempts for him tonight and for the Gators respectively. Calm, cool, and collected, knocks down the first. Carr knocks them both down. He has 5 points in the early going. McGraw, nice pass at the last minute. Finish won't go. They'll get it back, still won't go. Another offensive board. That's the problem here early as Rowe now with 6. That was one of the storylines coming into here. Could they keep up with the size of Rowe, the 6'4" senior? So far, he's had his way inside. 6 points and a ton of boards. They'll get it to Dunmore. Dunmore inside. This time almost gets it to go. And again, a tough break. That one lips out. Now it's turned over. MJ Stevenson couldn't keep a hold of it. A good trap there in the corner. And Rowe and the Tigers thought about the open look from 3 there with McGraw. Now they're going to hold for the last shot here in the first quarter. Quick pass. They had the look. Now this one gets away. Ball's loose, and it'll trail out of bounds. And officially stopped. Clock looked like it was a little late getting stopped there, but Gators will have a half a second, so McKeesport literally throws away a chance at the last shot in the quarter. And now it'll be Caleb Pryor falling away and hits the back iron. That was an incredibly difficult shot. And so it's the visitors after 1. 13-10, McKeesport on top of the Gateway Gators, led by 6 points from Traverse Row. On the other side, it's 5 points apiece for Caleb Pryor and Jaden Carr, the guards getting it done. So McKeesport looking for a little revenge here tonight against the Gators. As we talked about, both teams squarely in the playoff field if the season ended today. And as we talked about, there's a 3-team logjam for second place in the section. So Franklin Regional and Kiski area, the other 2 teams stuck at 3-2. The Gators had a very narrow win over Franklin Regional, who looked like they were going to get beat by double digits and found a way to really crawl back into that game and find a way to keep it at 1 possession to the very end. And then Kiski area had a tough schedule to start the season, and they're starting to reap what they sowed. They're playing tough night in and night out, getting the results that they want. They sit at 3-2 as well. Gators 5-0, unblemished thus far, but they trail by 3 after 1. Good ball movement. They'll get an open look for Carr. Carr knocks it down. His second triple. And the Gators square this one up. 15 seconds into quarter number 2. Good look underneath. A little baby hook there by Keith Spell. Spell walking his first minutes, the 6'2" junior forward. That's going to be a travel, moving both feet, walking underneath the basket is number 3 for the Gators, Trey Williams, the 6-foot senior. Gators continue in the zone. They force a three-point shot, and again, the Tigers can't come up with it. They have struggled from deep here in the early going. Gators doing a good job keeping that ball outside, despite the size advantage the Tigers have. Tigers stay in man-to-man. They'll get it to Pryor. Pryor fakes the three, able to cut underneath. A beautiful reversal underneath. Caleb Pryor, oh my goodness. That was a tough shot. Almost knocked down that three with his body contorted at the buzzer. Now a defensive lapse underneath. And an opportunity for three for Lamont Perkins. So that'll be the first foul against Dunsmore. Third team foul against the Gators. 2 team fouls for the Tigers thus far. Perkins got the free throw. Coach Rogers was arguing it hit the top of the glass. It looked awfully, awfully close. He won't get that call. So Perkins finishes off the three-point play, and the lead is back to 3. And the Gators throw it away. Ball inside, quick shot force there. Ball still loose. Gators struggling on the boards, then good hustle there by Rowe, getting on the floor, making sure that the Tigers came up with a loose ball. They'll get it back, and Rowe going to slow things down, but he picks up his dribble. Has to get rid of it. Looked like Keith Spell had an open look there for a baseline jumper. He passed up that look. See if the Tigers can get a better one here. Rowe on Dunsmore. He'll pull the trigger. That one's off the mark. Dunsmore comes up with it. So, Gators are able to clear it out. Carr on Holtzman. Trying to cross him up. Good defense there by Holtzman. Now Stevenson driving. The floater. That one hangs on the rim for a second but won't go. Another open three for Holtzman, and Holtzman nearly gets that one to go. Foul underneath against the Tigers. That's their third team foul. This one is in for the Tigers. Will be charged to Eamon Knight, fresh into the game. Eamon Knight, a 5'6" senior point guard. Timeout. Now a timeout for the Gators as Leonard Sherrod had the ball under the hoop and was getting rushed by an army of red jerseys there. And so we're nearly halfway through the second quarter already. This one flying by, not a lot of stoppages. Both teams a lot of fouls to give. You see Alvis Rogers commanding the bench there for the Gators, who got all the way to the PIAA semis last season. Sprung the upset against Laurel Highlands at Robert Morris University. You heard some of the players talking about that being their favorite memory during senior recognition, looking to try and replicate a deep run in the playoffs this season. And so far, so good for the Gators. They've got themselves in the driver's seat in Section 3 with Franklin Regional, Kiski, and McKeesport in tow at 3-2. Latrobe and Penn Trafford down at the bottom there. Back in action, Dunsmore gets the bunny to fall there. Good inbound play. Dunsmore now just the third Gator to register points on the score sheet. The Gators are back within 1. Three-point ball by Rowe. He's been looking for that shot. He's missed a few. He knocks that one down, and McKeesport matches their largest lead of the game thus far at 4. It's been a close one thus far. Dunsmore going to pull the trigger from deep, and he hits. The big fella finds the stroke. He said, "I'll see your 3. I'll match it." Holtzman thought about it. Now Rowe again, the heat check. That one off the mark. Tough take inside, a block, and some contact there. It looks like the foul's going to be against the Tigers. Javante Belton got a little more body than ball there as he and Jaden Carr went up for it. So number 1 fouls number 1. That'll be the 2nd foul on Belton, 4th team foul for the Tigers. A little bit of pressing action here from the Tigers. Well, Dunsmore had to go up and get that one. They'll break the pressure. Stevenson going to pull the trigger from deep. His shot just a little too long. And Rowe comes up with it after the challenge from Trey Williams. Good defense there by Carr. Knifing in, reading the pass. Now in transition, underneath, it's Williams. His layup off the mark, no good. 3-on-2 the other way. Driving inside, the extra pass and a charge. MJ Stevenson stands tall, takes the body. That's going to be the 2nd foul on Eamon Knight. And he is going to have to check off after just a few minutes of game action. Picks up 2 personal fouls. 5th team foul against the Tigers. Three minutes to the half. Dunsmore gonna shoot again from 3. This time catches a little bit of the rim, but really was never in danger of making it. Now this one bounces off the rim. Player goes to the turf, or to the court rather. Playing on the hardwood, not the turf tonight. Not at Anti-Marino Stadium. That one a travel though when all is said and done. We'll give the game back to McKeesport.
Thank you for your cooperation.
For those that joined earlier, the Gators girls squad came up just a bit short in an equally as entertaining contest against Kiski area, 35-40. And what was also senior recognition night for the girls basketball team. 3-point shot is faked, then we're gonna get a travel. Once again, good defense inside. As Lamont Perkins just tried to put his head down and force his way in. A good job. Gators standing pat, getting the turnover. They'll try to reclaim the lead here with just over 2 minutes before the halftime break. So Shane McGraw picks up his first. Next foul will move the Gators into the bonus. So upon the next foul, they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. MJ Stevenson trying to create some contact there. Just threw up a floater well off the mark, and now the Gators have to get back. The Tigers have done a great job taking that defense and trying to turn it into offense quickly, and you'll do just that. Got the transition moving quickly and eventually slow it down for a moment, but fine, keep Spell underneath the basket for 2 points. Blocking foul there. Tigers can't believe it. They thought that they had caught a break and forced a travel or a turnover. The pass looking like it was headed out of bounds. That'll send the Gators to the free throw line, and that'll be first foul against number 4, Rowe. So MJ Stevenson with his first free throw attempts. This will be a 1-and-1 for the Gators. Will knock down the first and earn himself the second. Just the 3rd and 4th free throw attempts for the Gators here in the first half. McKeesport's shot just 2. They're 1 of 2. Gators now 4 for 4. Stevenson will check off. Sherrod, Carr, Pryor, Williams, and Dunsmore in for the Gators. Forcing his way inside his row, and he'll draw the contact there. Leonard Sherrod sitting at 6'2", still looked dwarfed by Rowe. He's so incredibly lanky, just 2 inches taller than Sherrod, who did everything he could there. But Rowe, that incredible wingspan, was able to get positioning toward the basket and draw the foul. But he'll miss the free throw. So he's now 0 of 2 from the charity stripe. They'll leave the second one short, and 2 Gators collide and almost miss out on the rebound. Now the other way, it's Dunsmore with a nice move. Dunsmore with 7 points in this second quarter. And don't look now, but the Gators back out in front. Ball's loose. Gators get it to Pryor. He's got a clear-cut path to the basket. He'll get fouled. Couldn't quite get that one to fall. A little contact late. It's a shooting foul, so he'll get 2 from the line. 8th team foul. Because it was a shooting foul, no 1-and-1. That's the second foul on Shane McGraw. Pryor misses his first attempt on the night. That's the first miss for the Gators, who made their first 4 from the free throw line. And Pryor misses them both. Uncharacteristic. Gators do a good job getting back quickly. Under a minute to play. 3-point shot. Misses everything. But Holtzman gets it back, and Rowe will shoot from deep now. And that one in and out. And that's going to be on the line. Stevenson made sure that Jordan Benjamin didn't get the ball, but in the process stepped on the line and turned it over. Another good look and another good bucket. Keith Spell quietly putting together quite a second quarter. That's his 3rd made field goal, 6 points overall. Dunsmore underneath. Tic-tac-toe passing and a beautiful finish for Trey Williams. Williams now the 5th Gator to get on the scoring sheet. Now a turnover. Pryor has it, spinning away under the basket. And that one will go to the Tigers. Gators could have tried to hold for the last shot there, up 1. Got aggressive. Now they'll have to play defense to try and take the lead into the half. 6 seconds left. Pass almost out of bounds. Rowe throws it up. They're going to run out of time. That shot won't count. And the Gators had to claw, scratch, and fight for it. 26-25 at the break. An incredibly well-played half by both clubs. They will step aside for 10 minutes before returning to the court for the second half. We look at some of the numbers. Travereese Rowe leading the way from McKeesport with 9 points. Keith Spell, 6 for the Tigers. Lamont Perkins and Caden Holtzman each with 3. Shane McGraw and Javante Belton each with a pair. For the Gateway Gators, it's 8 points from Jaden Carr, 7 from Caleb Pryor, 7 from Alec Dunsmore, and a pair from both Trey Williams and Michael Stevenson. And so it was 13-10. McKeesport after the first frame. Gators get the better of the Tigers, 16-12 in the second, and that'll leave us where we are. 26-25 after 1 half of play. We'll step aside for about 9 minutes. Don't go too far. Get yourself a snack. Come on back. We'll have second half action here with the Gators up 1 against the Tigers at home on senior night. Less than a minute away from getting our second half underway. It's the Gators by 1 after 16 minutes of play. We'll have 2 more 8-minute quarters to decide the outcome of this one. Really a strong contest. Both teams getting scoring up and down the roster. 5 different Gators getting on the score sheet. 6 different Tigers registering points in that first half. And so we'll see. A lot left to be decided here as both teams will return to the hardwood here, looking for an all-important Section 3 win here in 5A. Gators have the 2-game lead over a trio of teams, including the Tigers, who will get the ball to start, and we're back underway. Tigers waste no time in going to work. They've been quick offensively. They'll get a good look to start, and that one will bounce off. And now putting it back in is Rowe once again. Another opportunity at a 3-point play. And Rowe is now into double figures.
Rowe. Foul is on Sherrod.
So Leonard Sherrod picks up the foul. Rowe, this will be his 4th free throw attempt. He'll get this one to go after he missed the first 3. 3-point play. 12 points now for Rowe to lead all scores. And now a held ball possession will stay with the Gators.
Timeout. Gators.
The Gators will take a timeout here. Coach Alvis Rogers taking a second to rally his troops, who we saw came out a little flat in the first minute or 2 of the first half. Conceded 6 of the first 8 points of the game. And now we see on the other end, here in the second half, a quick 3-point play by Rowe and company. Let's take a look at the standings across 5A down in your bottom right corner. A trio of talented teams at the top there with Peters Township, one of the top 5. Trinity hanging around in the peripheral. Ringgold and Connellsville struggling behind. There's a great tumble pass there by the cheer squad, who we saw recognized at half for their own senior recognition. And Penn Hills, the top overall team, leads Shaler and Fox Chapel. The Foxes, a team from last year's 6A championship, down in 5A. A lot of moving pieces from last year's section to this year's section. We talked about Penn Hills and Gateway playing the other day. Those were teams that met for a couple section matchups last year. Now this year, though they're just a few miles apart, they find themselves in different sections. Good ball movement here, but one pass too many. Gators nearly turn it over. Carr passes it inside, and now an opportunity for an and one for the Gators. Great finish by Trey Williams.
By number 3, Trey Williams. The foul is on 32 of the Tigers.
So that'll be the second foul for Lamont Perkins. Williams nails the free throw. That gives him 5. He's 1 for 1 at the line tonight. And now the Gators go back in front after the timeout. Rowe able to drive inside, kicks. That's an open look from the baseline. And now the other way, it's Pryor. He's going to back off, though. No numbers for the Gators. Nice pass inside. And again, it's Williams. Williams with a quick 5 points, and the Gators lead is 3. Drive inside, looking for the extra pass, but no one's home. A trio of Gators there to intercept that one, and it's MJ Stevenson who leads the charge down the court. Pryor had a look there from 3, hangs on to it, a beautiful pass, and it's Williams again. And now a timeout for the Tigers, as after getting that 3-point play to start the second half, it's 7 consecutive points for the Gators, all of them coming from Trey Williams. He now has 9, and the lead is 5 for the Gators. So a good crowd on hand tonight for two teams not separated by a whole lot of mileage here. Section foes. As we talked about, these teams met January 3rd with the Gators coming away with a 9-point win. 74-65. After the first half point totals, looks like we're headed for far less points in this one. It's very nearly turned over. MJ Stevenson reaching out to try and intercept that one. That ball trails out of bounds before he can really corral it. Gators can stay in the zone. They're going to move to a 2-1-2 now, as they've stayed in zone for just about all of this game. Tigers have been able to disrupt that at points in transition. Open three-point shot there. That's a big bucket to cut the bleeding there for Shane McGraw. His second field goal, that gives him 5 points. Now the Gators in a bit of trouble. Almost turned this over. Now it's going to be numbers the other way. And Carr just let that one sail on him. And the Gators can't come up with points after what looked like it was going to be a 4-on-2 opportunity. So they'll hand it back to the Tigers, who will have an opportunity to either tie or take the lead, but now it's turned over, and Carr gonna go up strong with it. That one's off the mark, and it's pushed back home by Stevenson. Stevenson now with 4. McGraw thought about pulling the trigger on the deep 3. Good ball movement. They'll get a good look inside. That one just off the mark, but another offensive rebound. It's poked away, but it's Rowe. Nice turn and a little hook shot there. Rowe now with 5 points in the third quarter. Rowe then, after the bucket, picks up his second foul. Good pass. Left it just a bit short, though, did Williams. Now Williams coming back the other way, trying not to pick up the foul. They're going to force a three-point shot. That's buried. Eamon Knight with the 3. And now the other way. Is that going to be goaltending? It is. So Trey Williams gets the bucket. He now has 9 points in this third quarter alone. And after Knight hits the big three-pointer to put McKeesport in front, the Gators answer. Now a turnover. He's going to try to do it himself as Williams. That one well off the mark. And now a 3-on-1 the other way. And an easy layup there for Javonte Belton. Back and forth we go, and a carry called against Carr and the Gators. Alec Dunsmore now back in the game after a big second quarter that saw him score 7 points. Rowe stops, pops from 3, he hits. Boy, can he shoot the basketball. Now 8 points in the third quarter. 17 overall on the night. The lead is 4 for the Tigers. Carr going to try and do it himself. A nice drive inside. Jaden Carr, his first points of the second half. Stops the bleeding. Carr tried to go for the steal. Now Rowe going to draw the blocking foul. Nice pass there. Found Belton. Wide open, but the foul happened previously.
Spell back for the Tigers.
Layup no good. Gators back the other way in transition. No real numbers. Pryor hesitates. Nice look there, but just couldn't get the shot falling away to go, and then he'll get fouled by Belton underneath the bucket. So Pryor will get 2 shots with a chance to tie this one up. Pryor 0 for 2 in the first half from the free throw line.
Pryor shooting 2.
He sits at 7 points. And the first one, no good. Jaden Carr leads the way for the Gators with 10 points. Only Gator in double figures thus far. Pryor gets the second to go. He has his first point of the third quarter. And it's just a 1-point game here, folks. Good one thus far as Rowe able to back down the Gators, and Dunsmore once again 10 points in this third quarter alone, 19 on the contest. Stevenson wide open, can't get it to go. Williams knocks it away at the last minute, but it's still going to be out on the Gators. Open look once again for McKeesport. That one misses everything though. Eamon Knight was looking for his second 3-point made field goal. Extra pass inside is Williams, and that's a kicked ball. As Trey Williams tried to thread that needle. It'll be an inbound for the Gators under the bucket. Travel call there on Trey Williams. Thought about the shot, then thought about the pass, but by the time he'd done that, picked up the pivot foot, and that'll give it back to the Tigers, who have sat here with this 3-point lead for the better part of the last minute or so. Rowe, a nice move inside. He'll get the ball back. That's going to be a foul, I believe, on the floor. That's going to be on Trey Williams. That'll be the first on Williams. And just the second team foul on the Gators here in the second half. They've done a good job staying out of foul trouble. McKeesport has 4 team fouls here in this third quarter. Carr able to poke that one away from Rowe. Able to reverse course, and he gets the blocking foul. Boy, he probably got that contact right before that third step. I wasn't sure if they were going to go with a travel or with a blocking foul, but that'll be an important call because that's the third foul against Eamon Knight. Picked up 2 quickly in the first half. Now that's foul number 3. They'll get it into MJ Stevenson. Just got Shane McGraw draped all over him. From deep, Pryor connects. Big 3 there. We're back square at 43. 11 for Pryor. Shot no good. Both teams fight for the rebound. It's Rowe. Fights his way in. Gets it to go. Whoa. 12 out of 24 points. Half of his teams in this third quarter go to Rowe. He's been excellent. He has 21. Pryor thought about pulling that one. Makes the wise choice. Hits Dunsmore underneath, who now has 9. Once again, we're tied. Deep 3. That one's good. Shane McGraw, 2 big 3-pointers in this second half. Now the Gators will try and pull within 1 or tie it up here with the last shot of the third quarter. Pryor pulls it, nearly gets it to go. No foul called. And that's how we will end our third quarter, 45-48. We saw scoring pick up a little bit in that one. 19 points for the Gators, 23 for McKeesport. They outscore the Gators by 4 there. And they pull back in front, led by 3 after 1, trailed by 1 after 2, now back in front by 3 after 3. Take a look at some upcoming games for the Gateway Gators. They'll take to the road next week against Penn Trafford before returning home against Kiski. So they have a tough stretch here. Not only do they have those 4 conference games within the Butler Golden Tornadoes, one of the better programs in Western Pennsylvania. So this team will be battle tested once again come playoff time. And then when it comes to McKeesport and their upcoming schedule, sort of the same thing, just different teams in different order, and they'll have a test in the non-conference against Fox Chapel the day before Valentine's Day. And it's hard to believe that we are just a few short weeks away from the playoffs. The Gators, that'll be right around the time they'll get Tally Thompson back. The 6'2" junior forward who provides size and versatility and athleticism. We'll see if the Gators can weather the storm and stay on top of the section without him over the course of the next several weeks. Deadlocked in a tight one here, 45-48 they trail. Trying to come back against McKeesport. That one no good, but Stevenson gets it back after his miss. Stevenson thought about the 3 again, but gets a better look. That one again off the mark. Ball's loose. Stevenson ahead of the crowd. Underneath the weird, the incredible scoop shot. He wanted the foul, didn't get it. I stopped myself, but I'll just say that was a weird shot. But he got it to go. Stevenson now with 6. Now it's an open 3 the other way. Hits the back of the iron, no good. McGraw can't get it. Rowe underneath. The Gators just have no answer for number 4. Javarice Rowe. Both teams trade buckets. Still a 3-point game. Pass inside, gets away from Dunsmore. Nearly intercepted. They'll get it into Trey Williams. Williams just too much on it, and it'll stay with the Gators. Substitution. Keith Spell will check off. Javante Belton back in. Good energy here. Not a whole lot of room in the bleachers. Carr thought about it. Gets the open look just inside the perimeter. Dunsmore going to come up with it. Can't get it to go. And he'll get fouled. I think that's going to be on the floor. Coach Rogers wanted the and one there. So that is a foul before the second attempt. It was a shooting foul though, so it will result into free throws for Dunsmore. His first trip to the line tonight. The Gators overall 6 for 8. Coach Rogers continuing to have a conversation with the officials.
Two shots for number 11, Alec Dunsmore.
Dunsmore gets the roll on the first. As a little jawing between the student sections here as this one remains tight down to the wire. Dunsmore gets them both. Gators have continued to shoot free throws incredibly well. And Dunsmore now in double figures with 11. Rowe underneath again, unstoppable. 25 and counting for the 6'4" senior. Stevenson fakes the shot. Baseline jumper, no good. Ball still loose. That'll be a tied up ball. Possession goes to McKeesport. Caleb Pryor will check back in. Trey Williams will have a seat. So it's been even scoring for the Gators, as they've got 4 different players in double figures. For McKeesport, almost exactly half of their points have come from Rowe, 25 of 52. He inbounds the ball, and now McGraw will bring it up past half court. Holtzman picks up his dribble. Stevenson nearly comes up with the steal. Good pass underneath. Easy bucket for Holtzman, who's been silent offensively since an early three-point shot in the first quarter. And now the lead is 5, and what I believe is the largest lead for McKeesport since the early going. Ball knocked away from Carr. He gets it back. Good adjustment, but he couldn't get the layup to fall. He's kicking himself as the other way. It's a quick layup. Good hustle. It's McGraw. He's into double figures now with 10. The lead is 7, and now it is the largest lead of the game. And then it's thrown away by the Gators, and Coach Rogers is beside himself. Mistakes are killing the Gators, as the Tigers 4:35 away from springing the upset over the 3rd-ranked team in 5A, up by a game-high 7 points. McGraw going to try and look like do it himself for a minute. He'll find Holtzman inside, but that one tipped away. It's Carr. Carr going to try and do it himself again. Throws that one up off the mark. The floater errant, and now easy passing, easy bucket. And the Gators are going to need a timeout, as the McKeesport faithful have sprung to life here with their team up 9. Gators looking dejected, frustrated. Not long after getting blown out by one rival in Penn Hills, the Gators in danger of getting upset by another. Still 4 minutes though left in this one. A lot of game left. Now continued jawing between the two student sections as the cheer squads get into a tumbling competition. I still maintain it. I say it every time that we show that on the screen. I don't think you'll see anything that is more athletically demanding than that. I mean, that's incredible. We've been subjected to some great athleticism all around tonight between the cheer squads, the basketball teams. Gators roll the ball up the court to conserve some time. It's been the length and the athleticism of the Tigers. It's given the Gators fits here in the fourth quarter. It has been a 10-4 run in this quarter alone for McKeesport. Pryor able to draw the foul there, and the Gators desperately needed that. They'll get an opportunity to get some points back with the clock stopped at the free throw line. Javante Belton beside himself. That's going to be his fourth foul. It looks like Keith Spell will come in here to give Belton a break, so he doesn't pick up that disqualifying fifth. Pryor knocks it down. Free throws 5 and 6 for Pryor tonight. Struggled at the line, just 2 of 5 thus far. But he'll knock both of these down. So two big points for the Gators, pulls them back within 7, and now the name of the game is, can they get stops and can they keep number 4 from getting the ball inside? Even more importantly, knocking down another 3. He's been able to do it from all over the court tonight. Holtzman denied at the rim. Dunsmore with a big block. Now here come the Gators the other way. Carr tries to do it himself. He'll draw the foul. Rather, that's Stevenson. So Stevenson goes coast to coast, draws the foul, and now he'll get to the line. And again, this is best case scenario for the Gators. You get a chance to pick up points while the clock is stopped. And it gives you a chance to set up the press and that pressure on the other end to try and generate a turnover. Stevenson, money from the line, now 3 for 3. That's point number 7. That's where he'll stay. Misses the 4th of the night, 3 of 4. Tigers again break the press quickly. Tigers not in any rush. Time is their ally. Less than 3 minutes left. No shot clock here in the high school game. The Gators are going to have to get aggressive. Take this ball away. They've got fouls to give, just 3 team fouls. They'll get it to Spell inside, and Spell going to turn. He's going to travel. The Tigers coaching staff can't believe that he didn't just continue and try and draw the foul there. Tried to spin, but drug the pivot foot. And again, Gators able to conserve clock, rolling that ball up the court. They're going to need to move the ball quick and get points. Down 6 here with 2 minutes left. Not a time to be taking this much time. The extra pass, Stevenson open in the corner. Needed that one, couldn't get it to go. Dunsmore gets fouled on the floor. And it'll be a 1-and-1. And I know the Gators fans want that call. But I assure you that was on the floor. It's a good call. And the Gators will have to continue to make hay at the free throw line with a 1-and-1 upcoming. Dunsmore thus far 2 for 2. Dunsmore, money, ice in the veins, earns the second free throw. Gets them both. Dunsmore now with 13. Here come the Tigers the other way quickly, and Dunsmore gets called for the foul. Now Lamont Perkins will go to the line. He finished off an and one earlier. That was his only free throw attempt. And that came all the way back in the first quarter. Those are his only points, but he is 1 for 1. First one rattles around and is good. Second is good. Tigers will call a timeout as Perkins stays perfect from the line, 3 for 3, and the lead is back up to 6 with 2:01 to play in the fourth quarter. Tigers looking to pull the upset. Let's take another look at what we can look to with our upcoming broadcasts. Next Friday, some more boys basketball action. Kiski area. As we just had the scoreboard go out. Hopefully that doesn't cause any long-term stoppages. We had the horn go off last week for what seemed like a pretty extended time. And now we have the scoreboard has gone down. They've got the one back on. Now the other. So I think we're going to be all right here, folks. Let's wait and see.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of tonight's game, please stay off the gym floor. Thank you for your cooperation.
So a good long break here with 2:01. Both teams trying to dial it up. For the Gators, going to need offense, going to need it quickly. On the other end, going to need to try and keep it out of Travis Rowe's hands. He has been dynamic tonight, 25 points for McKeesport to lead all scorers in this contest. We're back at it. Gators need points quick. Carr knows that. Stevenson gets the jumper, misses everything, is able to keep it in bounds as Trey Williams, but that's not going to matter. It's going to lead to the Tigers getting the rebound and killing some more of this clock with 93 seconds left. And if you're the Gators, you've got to go quick. You've got to foul or you've got to be swiping at that ball right now. You see Carr is, and Carr eventually gets called for the reach in, but that's what you're going to have to do. You've got a lot of fouls to give here with 1:23 down 6, and now some words from Holtzman directed towards Carr. He didn't appreciate that foul. Gators need a turnover. Pryor gets pushed. That's going to be an offensive foul as Rowe extended that elbow. You could argue that Pryor was all over him before that, but that's going to get called every single time as Rowe extends that arm. So 80 seconds left, 6-point game. Pryor pulls back, can't get it to go. Beautiful move there, would have been incredible had he gotten that one to go. And now underneath, Holtzman puts that one up and in. Holtzman now with 7, the lead is 8. I think we're going to get a foul on the floor. We will. That's going to be against number 32, Lamont Perkins. And so now the Gators are in the double bonus. That's the 4th foul against Perkins, 10th team foul against the Tigers. Carr knocks down the first. He's now 3 for 3 from the line. Second, no good. Gators with a couple uncharacteristic misses down here at the end, and then this ball goes out off the Tigers. They can't believe it. And the Gators get it back, 56.6, 7-point game. We're not done yet. Carr has it, steps through, gets it to Williams. Williams, the finger roll, no good. It's out the other way to McGraw. He's going to finish this one off. McGraw with 6 points here in the fourth. The Gators get it out to Stevenson. Late three, no good. Williams able to track it down. He goes to Dunsmore underneath, who gets fouled. He'll go to the line. But for all intents and purposes, this one should be done.
Please leave the gymnasium through the doors under the big scoreboard. If you're on the same side as the scorer's table, leave through the doors under the smaller scoreboard. Thank you very much.
So Dunsmore knocks down the front end of these two free throws. And again, he'll get them both. Perfect 6 for 6 tonight. Ball thrown away. Pryor has it. He'll get it to the corner. It's Carr. Carr gets this one to go, and now it's a 4-point game. And they're going to have to look at the clock. A couple seconds came off that probably shouldn't have.
Once again, if you're seated in the
Let's see if they add anything.
Please leave the gym.
See some folks starting to file out here. So that's a big 3-point bucket from Carr, who has 15 now.
And we thank you for staying off the gym floor at the end of tonight's game. Thank you very much.
So as it stands, 18.3 seconds left. The Gators are down 4. If they can get a turnover, this gets interesting real quick, or if they're able to get a foul. And some missed free throws, then it also gets pretty interesting pretty quick. But you still feel like the Tigers are in the driver's seat here. And what a game they have played. I mean, you talk about row. But Shane McGraw's got 14, and they've got some balanced scoring throughout. Keith Spell with 6 big points, Lamont Perkin with 5, Caden Holtzman with 7. A big timely 3 in the second half by Eamon Knight. So Rowe will inbound it. And it's tipped. They'll get it to Holtzman, and Holtzman fouled. They'll take about 2 seconds off the clock. And what comes back to bite the Gators now is that they have stayed out of foul trouble, so they have to keep fouling quickly because they have fouls to give. They'll get it in quickly and foul with 14.4 left. And now we'll get a 1-and-1.
All is on 1-1.
You just wonder if there's enough time. So this is a 1-and-1 for Shane McGraw, who has not yet taken a free throw tonight. His first one is good. The Tigers have not taken all that many free throws tonight, just 9 in total. And they have not shot all that well, but they'll get both of them there. Big 3 off the mark there. Dunsmore gets it back. That one falls and is good. Dunsmore now with 17, and a foul with 2.3 left. But again, that should do it. That'll send Eamon Knight to the line. Gators will fall to 11-5, 5-1 in section. Be their first section loss on the season, while the Tigers move to within one game of 500 at 7-8. And a statement win for them over the number 3 team in 5A as they'll move to 4-2. And they will guarantee that they stay tied for second. So both go for Knight, who now has 5. And the 3 at the end is off the mark. So that'll do it tonight. On senior night, the Gators come up short as the Tigers pull the upset here on the hardwood at the home of the Gators here in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Taking a look at some of our scoring totals for the visiting Tigers. Travis Rowe, 25 points, including a third quarter that saw him score 12. And that was really the difference as the Tigers went ahead going into that quarter and just would not be denied. Hang on for a 68-62 win. Scored 20 points that fourth quarter, did the Tigers. Just 17 for the Gators. Ended up scoring quarter by quarter, 13-10. Tigers outscored the Gators. Then in the second quarter, the Gators romped back with a 16-12 second quarter. In the third quarter, McKeesport outscores the Tigers 23-19, and then in the fourth, outscoring Gateway 20-17. On the full score sheet, Rowe with 25, Shane McGraw with 16, 7 points for Caden Holtzman, 6 for Keith Spelt, 5 for Lamont Perkins, 5 for Eamon Knight, and 4 for Javante Belton. For the Gators, just 5 finding the scorer's sheet, led by Alec Dunsmore with 17. Jaden Carr with 15, Caleb Pryor with 13, Trey Williams with 11, 9 of which came in the third quarter, and then 7 points from M.J. Stevenson. Well, that'll do it for us tonight on behalf of our entire crew, led by Adam Gusky, directed by Lee Schaefer III, camera operators Allie Gusky and Lee Schaefer Jr. I'm Vince Russo. It's been a pleasure to bring this doubleheader for you tonight. Gators come up short on both accounts, 40-35 against Kiski for the girls, and then 68-62 against McKeesport for the boys. We'll be back next Friday with more boys basketball against Kiski area. But until then, this has been a Gateway Gators production on GatewayGatorProductions.com.